Okay. Today we're going to be working on top water bait, also known as a popper or spook lure, depending where you're from. And we're going to be making it out of PVC pipe. This is a 1/4-inch PVC pipe, 6.5 inches, cut at an angle. The tools you're going to be needing are real simple, things you could pick up at the dollar store. Blade, hacksaw blade. They're like 6 for $1. It gets the job done. It's not the best. They do break, but PVC pipe isn't that difficult to cut. At the dollar store, you also can get a key lock pick set, 4 pieces for $1. And basically, the one that you're going to be using is this one. Looks like an ice pick. It's fairly pointy. It gets the job done. I'm going to be showing you what you're going to be needing this for later. Some clamps. They're not the best clamps in the world. I had to trim the ends and so that they can stand. That's actually one of them holding up the phone right now. And you're going to need some eye rings. You get an assorted pack at the dollar store. Pretty cheap. Approximately 100 pieces. And we're going to be using, I don't even know the size. For this project, we're going to be using these right here. You're going to be using 3. Some nail polish remover just in case we need to clean any mistakes and to get this real clean before we add any epoxy or any colors of choice. Couple of pens just to make some marks, a ruler, and assortment of colors of nail polish. The only time I think I'll ever be using nail polish. This is my second lure ever being made. My first video was just of the photos taken where we use that pink, that clear glitter, and that blue. But for this bait, we're going to be using these 2 colors. I get these beads at the dollar store. The Eagle Claw isn't the brand. I just kept the bag. I use their hooks and stuff like that. Good brand. But at the dollar store, you get all these beads. I don't know, 100 for $1.19. Dollar store's a good place to get stuff that you need for a decent price. You're also going to need epoxy, 2-part epoxy. You could go for all that expensive stuff. It's all marketing. This is $1 epoxy, the resin and the hardener. And I got some things that I've put up with my television that's mounted on the wall behind me for cables and stuff like that. And it's done wonders. And the top water bait that I have on the photos, I use this these same tubes. And I think I have just enough to get this one done. Okay, so this is what we're going to be using. PVC pipe, you preferably want to get the base of it all white, because normally it has the size, the name of the company, and whatnot on one end. So preferably you want this end to be fully white. We're going to start. You can take a ruler and you can measure from this end to this end in distance. Right now we have 6 inches. So you kind of want to find the center, mark it with a pen. And just about 1/4 of an inch from the very end of it, mark that. These are the marks where your eyes will be going to. You just want to make a hole with this. And be careful. And for this one, I'm going to put the eyes in an angle. That way the hooks are coming down at an angle. So wherever the fish attack, they get hooked. We're going to be using either these treble hooks, these red treble hooks that I have, or another assortment that I'll be purchasing. It's not going to be the first video to this this project. It's going to probably be a second to finish it all. In total, it takes about a good 2.5 hours to 3 hours just to get it done. To do this all tonight would be way too much for me. But anyway, for the most part, that's done. You have these 2 holes here. Then with the wind resistant lighter, you're just going to want to heat the same tool up. You still want to heat this up, and then on the angle, pierce the same holes you made, going all the way through the PVC pipe, the one end. I'll show you right now what I mean. Do not burn this more than 30 seconds because you don't know what might happen. And it says not to, it doesn't recommend to. Just go in an angle. I'm already in. And then it cooled down. Okay. Heat it up for the second one. Be very careful. And that's it. So what you're gonna want to do is put this. You want to get the eye in. You don't want to go exactly through the end of the other side of the pipe. Just do the first side, the first layer. You're gonna try your eye, see if it fits. You don't want to make the hole too large. You do want to create some type of thread when you're screwing the eye in. Right now the eye is piercing through and it's really tough. And that's good. The second part to that would be to add epoxy on the thread of the eye. So as it goes in, it creates a stronger bond. Again, we're just creating a thread in the hole. There's no need to get real fancy with high-powered tools for these type of projects. Of course, you're gonna want a fairly decent knife just to get off any excess pieces that you don't want. So these two holes are ready to be, put with the eye. Smooths it out, the heat. Don't put it directly on it because you'll just, you'll put a burnt color on the PVC pipe. Now hopefully you guys can see me. Okay, this the next step would be to create the attachment piece, or the hole, the entrance here on the top for the third eye, so we could connect to the swivel or to the main line. You want to find more or less where the center is at, and just make a simple mark, and then again heat up the ice pick tool or your sharp pointy object tool, whatever you have. Just make sure it has a nice small fine point. Again, be careful when doing this. Wind resistant lighter, aka mini torch. Just let that cool down. Then we'll cut the piece off.